You scrolling through your feed, right? Seeing Lambos, Rolexes, influencers living the dream. You think, man, I gotta get me some of that. But let me tell you something, fam. That's exactly what they want you to think. That's the game. They dangle the carrot, you chase it, they win. You're stuck in the matrix, my friend, but I'm here to unplug you. We're diving deep into the three forces holding you back: money, ego, and deception. We're talking about the real rules of the game, the ones they don't teach you in school. You ready to break free? Then buckle up, because this is going to be a wild ride. Let's talk about money, because most people don't understand it. They think it's about working hard, saving every penny, and maybe, just maybe, having enough to retire comfortably. Wrong. That's the old script, the one designed to keep you trapped. The system is designed to keep you chasing paychecks, not wealth. Think about it. Why does your salary increase so slowly, while the cost of living keeps skyrocketing? Why does school teach you how to get a job but not how to build wealth? Because if everyone became financially independent, the system would collapse. They need you to be dependent on that paycheck, on that next raise, on that next promotion. The rich, they play a different game. They don't work for money. They make money work for them. They invest in assets, stocks, real estate, businesses, things that generate more money. They use leverage, other people's time, money, and skills to build their empires. They focus on cash flow, on creating multiple streams of income, not just relying on one paycheck. Meanwhile, the poor stay stuck in the income trap. Work hard, earn money, spend it, repeat, get a raise, buy a nicer car, get a bonus, upgrade your lifestyle. They stay trapped in an endless cycle of debt and expenses, always chasing that next dollar instead of building real wealth. Look, I'm not saying working hard is bad, it's essential. But you need to be working smart too. You need to understand that money isn't real, it's a game the rich designed. And once you understand the rules of the game, you can start playing it differently. You can start building wealth, not just income. You can start creating a life of abundance, not just survival. The moment you understand that money isn't real, it's a game the rich designed, you start playing it differently. Let's talk about your ego. Yeah, that voice in your head that says, I need that new car to look successful, or I need thousands of followers to feel important. Your ego is a powerful force, and guess what? The system knows it. They've weaponized your pride against you. Society has trained you to care about status over wealth, to chase things that look rich instead of doing things that build wealth. Think about this. The billionaires you admire, most of them dress in simple clothes. They drive practical cars, they don't need to prove anything, they're not flashy. They're focused on building their empires, not their image. Now look at the wannabe millionaires, the ones who are all about the show. They're the ones flashing watches, cars, and designer brands trying to convince you and themselves that they've made it. But here's the brutal truth. They're playing right into the system's hands. The system wants you chasing likes and followers instead of financial freedom. They want you spending money on trends instead of investing in your future. They want you to feel rich, so you never actually get rich. They want you to be so busy impressing strangers online that you forget to build a real legacy offline. Listen, I'm all about hustling, about building a personal brand. But your brand should be built on value, on impact, on something real, not on fleeting trends and empty validation. The moment you stop flexing for other people, you start winning for yourself. Chapter 3. The Deception. Let's get real, fam. You think the system is fair? You think everyone has an equal chance to succeed? Wake up, it's not a level playing field, it never was. The wealthy control the banks, the laws, the opportunities. They create the rules of the game, and they rig it in their favor. And the worst part? They want you distracted. They want you arguing about politics, fighting over small pay raises, and wasting time debating nonsense while they keep stacking wealth. Ever wondered why inflation keeps rising, but your salary barely moves? The stock market crashes, but the rich get richer? Every economic crisis makes the wealthy even more powerful? It's because they don't just play the game, they own the game. They own the banks, the corporations, the media. They control the narrative. They decide what you see, what you hear, and what you believe. They use debt to get richer, while you use debt to survive. They pass on generational wealth, while you pass on generational struggle. They invest in assets that appreciate in value, while you're convinced that a new car is an investment. The moment you realize you've been a pawn in someone else's game, you'll finally start playing for yourself. Chapter 4. How to Win. Alright, enough with the doom and gloom. Let's talk about how you can escape this matrix, how you can rewrite your story, how you can win this game. Here's the playbook, step by step. 1. Detach from ego. This is step 1, folks. Stop flexing. Stop trying to impress. Start building. Focus on your goals, not on what other people think. Your ego is holding you back. Silence it. 2. Master money. You can't win a game you don't understand. Learn about investing, about assets, about how the system actually works. Read books, take courses, find mentors. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to money. 3. Escape the system. Don't just play their game, create your own. Own businesses, buy assets, create multiple streams of income. Don't rely on one job, one paycheck, one source of income. Diversify, build your empire, and take control of your financial future. 4. Think long-term. The rich play the game for decades, not days. They're patient, they're strategic, and they're in it for the long haul. Stop looking for quick fixes and get-rich-quick schemes. Focus on building something sustainable, something that will generate wealth for years to come. And most importantly, don't just learn this information. Act on it. Because knowledge without action is just another illusion. Escape the trap. Look, I'm not gonna lie, this isn't easy. It takes hustle, it takes dedication, it takes a willingness to break free from the matrix. But I'm telling you, it's worth it. You can stay in the system, chasing money, flexing for strangers, and living paycheck to paycheck. Or, you can wake up, take control, and escape the trap. Now, the choice is yours. You can stay in the system, chasing money, flexing for strangers, and living paycheck to paycheck. Or you can wake up, take control, and escape the trap. Drop a comment. Are you ready to break free? Like, share, and subscribe if you're done playing by their rules. Turn on notifications, because we're just getting started. See you at the top.